This is a video on the two examples of A-3. Example number 1 is the aspirin consumption. In order for me to use the data, I have to go into stats and click enter under data. If you already have something in L1, go up to L1, push clear and then enter. It'll clear the list for you. And then you can enter 7, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9, 5, 6, 2, 7, 10, and 9. Quit this menu, go back into stats, go over to test, then you're choosing your t-test because sigma is unknown, and then you're entering all of this as the data. What you need is the null hypothesis, which is 8.6. Then the calculator is asking you where's your data. You enter L1, or by default it's L1. If you need to choose other lists, the button is second stats, where I'm trying to point right about now with the little dot. Okay, hopefully you can see it. And what else we need to do is choose the alternative hypothesis. Because the alternative hypothesis has a less than sign, we're using a left tail test, and we push calculate. What we need is this t-value, and we need the p-value, the t-test statistic and the p-value. Everything else, this is your one variable statistic, so if you didn't already have it, then you write it down. If you already have it, don't. I'm going to quit this menu, and I'm going to do this again for this second example. Push stats again, go over to test, choose the t-test, and now you have stats. So this is my jogger example. Push stats, go down. Notice that it remembered the stuff from previous example. There is no need to clear it. You can actually clear it. So you enter the new data when you need it. The 36.7, that's your average of all adults. So that is your null hypothesis. The necessary statistics is 40.6 for the X bar. The standard deviation was given to you at a 6, and the calculator is asking you for how many things did you analyze, because it needs to figure out the degree of freedom. It is a right tail test. If you choose a wrong tail test to run, what you will see is instead of a tiny p-value like a 1% or 2%, you will see the other one, the 99% or the 98%, which will be wrong. So make sure to run the correct tail. Once you push calculate, you have your t-test statistic, you have your p-value, and everything else is right there as well if you haven't written it down. The only thing that your calculator doesn't show for the t-test, which I still require, is the degree of freedom. So please follow the format of the layout of the hypothesis steps to taking the steps necessary to take when you're doing hypothesis testing that I will give you in class.